CBA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. At the 23, it's second and 12. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Their own 39-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Then it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
117, 117. Mike 40, Mike 40. I got you. Mike 40, Mike 40.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He was just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Christian McCaffrey playing against the Broncos here, and McCaffrey from the Denver area played his high school ball in Highlands Ranch south of downtown. And, of course, Father Ed, a longtime receiver, a very good one for the Broncos, played with them from 1995 until 2003. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
51 Mike. Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Got to do better. Fire down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Broncos, nothing.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go. 51 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And Ingram hauls it in. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Made at the 5-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. To throw, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 1.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 38-yard line.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Troy Pride on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
It's a gain of 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Complete to Noah Fant.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Complete.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the Broncos first
This
down.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to K.J. Hamler.
K.J. Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 12, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action now. Bridgewater trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2nd and 7 from the 20. From the gun, it's Tua. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19. Broncos 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
11 on the play. 1st down, Denver.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for Denver.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All day, dog. Hey, 40's Mike, 40's Mike.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is...
And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Derek Brown. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. They go play action. Bridgewater. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 37.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Yeah, this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get them behind the line twice in a row.
3rd and 3.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing is Bridgewater. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Prime. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
41.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Brian Burns. It's a gain of 2 yards.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kendrick Bourne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
On the carry.
The Panthers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here a juke. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Second down and goal. Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. KJ Hamler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
The kick is
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Going deep for Hopkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks. And he
can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
It's third down and 15.
Now Tua finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it's going to be second down.
And 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Third down.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
At the 8-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. He sets to fire deep. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For James O'Shaughnessy. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Today's final score.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Panthers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.